So this is exercise 6.2b, starting from page number 185. It's about formatting text into columns. So we will continuously work with the continuous section breaks and then apply columns. So this textbook kind of shows you how to add continuous section breaks and how to delete it and so on. So it kind of goes in and out. So it is kind of confusing. So I just want you to be a little bit more patient and pay close attention in terms of where you put the section breaks and which section breaks you delete and so on. So I'll try to be careful myself in this video demonstration, so bear with me. Okay, so if you're not, just go ahead and click on the Home tab and click on Show and Hide button so that you can see all these invisible characters, including the section break. I have one section break right above preparing the best fit resume. That's a section break, continuous section break. And then I have another section break that's an odd page section break. And then below that I have another section break, continuous section break. So essentially I have one section here, another section here, and then here's the first section. Okay, but the instruction step number 2 tells us to delete this first section break. So put the insertion point right at the beginning of a section break and press the delete key. So now essentially this and that turn into one section because there is no more section break. So alright, and then I'll put this enter key there so that we have some space there. Okay, now we will add another section break, and in actual you don't really need this, but the textbook shows you, so I'm going to show it to you anyway. So it's kind of a textbook uses it as some kind of preparation before you put column formatting, but it's not necessary, but I'll do it anyway here. So I'm gonna go to, alright, so move the insertion point, oopsie, move the insertion point right above at the beginning actually of the heading, the right fit. So here's the heading right fit, and I put the insertion point there, and that's where we're going to put continuous section breaks. So go to page layout, breaks, and then continuous section break. Nothing happens except just this logical character section break is just inserted. So now we have one section up here, another section here, and another one at the bottom. Okay, so there's one section break there, and oftentimes when you put one continuous section break, oftentimes you will add another section break at the end of that section. So I think it's gonna be, scroll down this document and notice that, okay, I guess it does not. Alright, so that's the end of it. And then it's asking to columns. Okay, so if necessary, page layout, make the insertion point below the section break. Alright, so put the insertion point below the section break and then go to columns and then click on 2, I guess. So it makes this, here's a first section, here's a second section, and then we had a third section with the section continuous page break, right? So now notice that the second section has 2 columns, so which is kind of awful, but that's what the textbook showed us to do. And then we'll move on to exercise 6.2c, page number 186, and that's where we're going to kind of reverse it. So go ahead, while the insertion point is blinking somewhere in the second section, go to the columns. That's on the page layout. Go to columns and change it to 1 column. So that's the original. By default, Word document is 1 column format. All right. So let's see. Section break return. So we're gonna delete the continuous section break and return the text into. So we're gonna delete this. Just click here, press delete, and so now effectively we have 2 sections. So the first page here, and then we have second page. There's a section break with odd page, and then there's a section break, continuous section break. I don't think it's necessary at this point. In fact, I'm going to dare to delete it. Oh, I deleted the wrong section break. Okay, just I'm going to undo it. Okay, I think I messed it up. So what happened? Undo. Delete that. Okay, so this is a section break and page break. So I'm going to delete this section break. It deleted the page break. That's weird. All right, and undo, and then redo. It's okay. I'll just leave it as it is. All right. It doesn't make sense. Oh, maybe it is connect. I see what happened. So it looks like a page break and the section break got kind of merged. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. Anyway, I'm going to go over here, and then we have a bulleted items here, and we're going to convert it into 2 columns. So put the insertion point at the beginning of the knowledge here. Click on it, and then first bulleted item, and insert the continuous section break. So I think you have to put the insertion point here, and then put the continuous section break. Again, it is not necessary, but textbook shows you, so I'm going to do it anyway. And then insert the continuous section break at the bottom here, after the last bulleted item, and the continuous section break. Come on. Continuous section break. All right. And then now this is isolated, so this is a separate section from the rest of the document. So then you can apply columns there. But the thing is, the reason why I told you that it was not necessary to put the section breaks before you put the columns is that the Microsoft Word automatically adds a section break when you apply the column formatting. So you can see here's one break and it's another break, redundant, unnecessary. So you need just one break. and this break is added automatically when you apply the column formatting. So I'm going to just go ahead and undo this, the whole thing, including the adding the column, adding the columns and then section breaks. So I'm going to just do it again. So highlight it without any breaks before and after, and then go to columns and then to column, and it added section break there. Okay, so that's good enough. If you need to, you can add another section break after, but it's not necessary. And you can do the same thing for this numbered item. You highlight it, go to simply columns, to columns, it lines up, and then the next exercise shows you how to format these columns. So it's fairly straightforward. I'm just going to give you a preview. So go to columns and more columns, and then you have different choices, 2, 3, left and right, and so on. Then you can have in between lines. So here there's a line or not, and so on. Okay, so that's it. And then